go. Shazam! Here we are again. Here we are, all boys and girls. Welcome to the Sausage Fest. When I grow up, I want to be a pimp. That wouldn't be the worst job in the world, would it? Being a pimp.
What's that?
A pimp?
Yeah.
That is a... I don't know, how would you describe being a pimp?
John Lance came and said it's FV man, the Sausage Fest.
Sausage Fest? Oh gosh, I love a sausage fest. My stuff is still loading here. Lucky the kiddo saw you. So when's your gun ship? This thing ain't fucking...
Well, it's because it doesn't have the initial comments from before you click in.
Oh, it's acting stupid. John, when does your gun ship? Arizona kid, how are you doing? Footless here. So I imagine you escaped that without any real injuries, huh? Other than, you know, a little shard. Haven't bought it yet, LOL. I still have to set up all my gun broker stuff. Jeez, John, come on, get with it.
What happened to Arizona Kid? I didn't.
He was a little quick on the trigger.
Oh.
What happened?
He was a little quick on the trigger. You're just doing fast draw. Made for a cool picture, though. I think you should just tell people that that was just you smoking hot out of that holster.
Just say it was made by Sig. I don't understand.
Travis, what's going on with you? How are you doing? Green Hood Smoke, what's going on with you? How are you doing? You guys, while you're here, don't forget to throw them likes on the short here. Let's see what kind of traction we can get. I'll probably be on here about an hour. That seems to be the kind of the sweet spot to when you start losing views and they stop pushing your content. Driving home, I assume, or... Oh, fuck. I'll be putting up that video probably this weekend. There you go. That'll be good stuff. Hey, man. Anybody shoots enough and you start doing any kind of competition, you know, fast draws, action pistol, action rifle, things happen. You know, things happen. I don't care how good or how proficient you are, things happen. The difference between somebody that's good and some noob doing it is generally when you're good, that accident is mitigated. It doesn't impact you. The bullet doesn't leave the range. Things like that happen, you know. I'd love to say I've never had an accidental or negligent discharge, because I have. Now, gun was downrange at a backstop, you know, so it's mitigated. It's, you know. The pink one is the most accurate. Actually, for 22, it's fairly accurate. The tandem cross build's a little more accurate, though. It's a little easier to shoot accurately. Glock 20, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's actually going to open up a lot of contracts for them. A lot of government agencies have wanted drop-in fire control groups plug a charger in. So I don't think it's a horrible thing. YCD Guns, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Chevy Z71, I appreciate you, man. So, yeah, I think I think it could probably be some good things. You know, Gaston Glock, he was not, had no motivation to change his design or innovate. With his passing, we're seeing that. We're seeing innovation. So that's a good thing. It sucks that, you know, they kind of dropped to a knee, but what would any of us do? You have $1 billion corporation. Would you all close shop because somebody wants to pressure on you? What do y'all think about the XD Mod 3? I don't have no opinion about it personally. What do you recommend for a everyday carry? So everybody's going to carry something different. It's whatever suits you. I carry Glock 26. The two in the way back also are really awesome. Yeah, the Checkmate and the Tactical Sport Orange 2 of them are both pretty nice guns. Yeah, they're very, very, very nice. I've been working a lot, finna to drop some more here soon. There you go, YCDN or YDC Guns. So yeah, I carry a Glock 26. Some people like the Hellcats. Some like the Mechanics. You know, everybody carries something a little different. So when it cuts to the commercials, it's my lifestyle. So gotta love that monetized channel. But yeah, I know a lot of people like to carry the Glock 43Xs and stuff. I have a couple. That's not really my first choice in carrying. I lost all mine in the lake, was drunk, and had no fucking idea where I was. I'm pissed. That happens, man. Happens. The bigger the gun, the bigger the bullet. Nice. Yeah. You know, with a carry gun, having capacity should be a consideration. You know, do you carry one spare magazine on you, or do you carry 3? I do not have any Glock 19s. I'm not even sure. Oh, that's the Glock. That's a Glock 44 up there. My son put that out. I'm broke, so I carry a PSA dagger. PSA dagger's all right. I think for the money, I would probably go with the RXM, but a lot of people seem to like the daggers. I personally have had bad luck with PSA, so I kind of stay away from PSA products. Cool Kid VR for the gold one. How much is it? Because I'm gonna. That would be, I think, around 800 cheeseburgers. It wasn't very expensive. Let's see. Buy a block while you can. Going to be from a gun owner when the stores are not. Yeah, you're gonna find brand new Glocks on the shelves for decades. That's not something that you're gonna like not be able to get if that's what you wanted. Let's see. Unfortunately, right now my wallet is so depressed, so I'm unable to get any new party favors. So I'm sad. Well, things go up and down, man. You know. How many guns does it take to become defending yourself versus a robbery suspect? I have no idea. No idea on that. Joe, how are you doing? Good afternoon. Jacob, I appreciate it. You guys be sure to double tap that screen. Consider subscribing to the channel. Jacob, for sure, double tap that screen for him before you go. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Anything interesting?
You know what would be fun?
What would be fun?
If we could do a Halloween party, but we can't.
Do a Halloween party. I'm not doing a Halloween party. Just got off of work. There you go. What's wrong with that? Already did, brother. Stay safe. You too, Jacob. I appreciate you stopping in. I just picked up the new Glock V. So far, I'm liking it. I call bullshit on that because that's not even out for distribution yet. That won't be on the shelf until December. So, whatever. No problem dipping. All right, man. You have a good day. Hopefully we catch you another time. I already did. Ran the pumpkin chunkin. That actually looked like kind of fun. I would have, you gotta share stuff like that, man. I would have loved to have seen that. I'm thinking about hunting T-Rex. It's the only day of the year they're around. Yeah, man. It's the only day of the year you can probably get away with picking them up with your pickup truck too. You just gotta drive around. Eventually, you see one crossing the street. It's odds and statistics. Yeah, I doubt it. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say I think you're full of shit. But I could be wrong. Scandinavia. I'm not even sure where that is. Where's Scandinavia? Tell you, man, it's starting to really. It's cold outside. This sucks. But what do we set daylight savings this weekend too, isn't it? Saturday we gotta set clocks back. Sunday? Oh, Sunday at what? 12 a.m. But yeah. North of Wapaka on 49. All right. Yeah, I never heard of it. Must be small. Is it in just a farm field or is it somewhere else? It's 70 degrees here and I'm already shivering. Dude, the high today was like 50, so I can't cry too much because it was 50. I mean, we're almost done with the nice cool days. You know, we hit a point where it's going to be freezing and it's going to stay there until spring. So, V7. I think that's the V7. I think. Where's the V11? I gotta look and see which one that is. Maybe it's the V11. Let's see. Yeah, it's the V11. V11 Pro. I don't know which trigger and what. And the Daniel, that's a Hyperfire 24. Yeah, Hyperfire 24C. Do we know? No, we do it at the park. They have trick or treat, haunted house. They had axe throwing this year. Hey, right. Actually sounds like a really good time. A lot of fun. Didn't know they're still making key locks. Well, the gun's not brand new. I didn't buy it yesterday. Yeah, I've had that. I've had the Daniel for a few years. I bought that used. Some Tactical Turkey bought that for a COVID purchase. And I picked it up. A used new gun. So, made a killing on it. Wiggle Monkey, are those 12 gauge? No, nothing up there, shotgun. The cartridges holding up the pistols are 50 BMG. home now, so I'm out. Take it easy. All right, Arizona, you have a good day, man. I appreciate you. The two handguns on the table are getting me moist right now. I bet. Hey, so I don't know. I'll have to send you the guy's channel. It's Bright Ideas. I can't think of his whole channel name, but he just bought a Checkmate. So I don't know. I'll send you his channel later, John, and you can check it out. Real super small channel, but I don't know. I think probably close to a year now I've been talking to the guy back and forth. Nathan, I appreciate it, man. How's the weather in California today? I bet you it's nicer there than it is here. What's the weather right now, Gage? Let's get a weather update. What's up, Leroy? Who's a big boy?
53 feels like 41.
Yeah, I test fire them all on the channel. You'll have to go to the channel though and watch. We've been playing the last, couple of weeks. We've been playing with the Atria Super Safety. I definitely recommend checking that out. We ran a bunch of tracers in one the other night. Oh, Canada, not Cali. My bad. I apologize for that. No, I think Cali's kind of the shithole of the world. It's definitely the only third world country in America. So, them are what they are. Sunny in New London. Is it still about 45, 50 degrees? I haven't been outside since this lunchtime. They still have a First and Second Amendment. I wouldn't call what they have much of a Second Amendment. Cali is awesome. It's actually the best state, but their gun laws are terrible. There's a lot of laws in California that are, they're not right. Not just the gun laws, but a lot of shit. Just my opinion, though, so don't take it for anything other than just my opinion. There's a lot of states that are as bad, or maybe even some of them are worse. Like states like New Jersey, you get to pick one gun a month up, one handgun. Fill out all your paperwork and wait 30 days for the gun. Can't have any like 50 BMGs. All kinds of stupid shit like that. It says 58 in your dash. Gage, what's the weather? Third time. 54 and feels like 43. That's cold. Definitely getting cold outside, but that's alright. It's one of the richest places in the world. As someone who grew up in Alabama, California is the far richest state. I worked in Texas for 2 years. However, I think their gun laws are dumb for sure. I wouldn't say California is the richest state either. I disagree with that. Hey, Gage, well, why don't we look up statistically? Better yet. Harley, come here. Let me use your phone for a second. Let's look this up. I'm going to guess if we're going to talk about the richest state, we're probably going to get into something like New Hampshire or Massachusetts. That's a hard one to say. Chevin Curdy, how are you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Use your phone.
For what?
Let's see what state's the richest. You gonna do a Google search?
Mm-hmm.
Google, come to the answer.
That's not how you spell state.
S-T-A-T-E.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Baker Adam, or Baker Adam, how are you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by.
Riches.
Or wealthiest. What state is it? Massachusetts. I was correct. Massachusetts is the richest state in the U.S. based on median annual household income over 106,000 and the median net worth of about 308,000. So yeah, Massachusetts is the richest state in the United States, not California. I use a heavily modified SKS for my tactical rifle. That's okay. SKSs are good guns. Can you name them all? Name them all what? All the firearms? Well, it's still the wealthiest state. That was the conversation, right? Firearms, yeah, we'll name. I'll even put a laser on them, unless the dog attacks them. So that's a tandem cross Ruger Mark IV build, Gerson MC Deluxe, a Gen 3 Glock 17, a Lipsy Special Ruger Mark IV, Dan Wesson DWX. That's a Viking Combat. That's a Tactical Sport Orange 2. That's a CZ Checkmate, Glock 17, Shadow System MR920P. That's a Glock 44. That's a Gen 4 frame with a Stifler manufacturing slide. That is a Beretta 92 FS. In the back there is a Daniel Defense DD V11 Pro, and that's a Barrett M82. I'm back. Glad to see you come back. I'm trading your Glock 17 for a 2011 Platypus. Thoughts? Most of the time the Platypus is run. I've seen quite a few people run them at matches. So they seem all right. I think maybe they're a little overpriced for what they are, but you know, if you get one and you order it, you get to pick your color scheme and all that. That's nice. That's definitely adds a little personal value to the firearm. So, you bet, Lane. No problem. I'm coming to Conference Gate. Absolutely, no problem. We got them all wrapped up, ready to go. Did you say earlier you're dropping some videos this weekend? I dropped one today, so I have a short one that we dropped. Just kind of doing a quick run of a Fostech versus a Atrius, and then I did a whole video on it. It's like an 8-minute video. Maybe not as much information, but we ran the Fostech on a timer. At the end with some time, the actual splits of the Fostech are as fast as a Atrius or a FRT. So it took me some getting warmed up to do it, but you can do it. So we did a video on that, showing that. ES Plus custom serial number. Well, thanks for the advice. Yeah, no problem. So, any suggestions for a first? I think, I don't want to say what first gun you should get, but what I would recommend for a first-time gun owner would be maybe this type of platform. Would be somewhere between a Glock 19, Glock 17 size frame. That's kind of a one do-it-all type firearm with a striker type trigger. It's an easy gun to master. I'm not going to say if you should buy a PSA, you should buy a Glock, you should buy a Springfield, a Canik. But them are the things I would say. Somewhere in that frame, a Glock 19, Glock 17, you can still conceal carry it. You can have fun with a Glock 17 target shooting. It's much easier to be accurate with it. if you're gonna carry the gun, I would recommend not putting dot on it. A lot of people like dots on carry pistols. That's a bad idea, in my opinion. Stake 320 is best first firearm to get. Absolutely, with an appendix holster. That's one sneeze away from transition surgery. So that's nice. That should be, maybe that should be the new model for SIG. One sneeze away from your transition. Yeah, I won't. The Walther, yeah, Walther makes nice pistols. The PDP, I'm assuming you're talking about. I'm not sure what PQM is. Big O, what's going on with you today? How's the weather in California? Bet you it's a whole lot warmer there than it is here. It's starting to get cool outside. Leaves have all changed colors. They're probably, about 30% of them are still, you have to drop. The Rock Island 5.0E. I haven't seen one yet. I would be interested to see one. I may even consider 96 degrees. Man. I think the kid said it was 46 right now. That what you said, Gage? 46?
For what?
The temp?
54 feels like 40.
Oh, 54 feels like 40. I'm ready for the cold. I'm ready for some ice fishing. Yeah, I think we're going to get some ice this year. I think it's going to be a nice, long, wet winter. John likes it when it's long and wet. I don't mind when it's fucking frigid outside if we're getting a bunch of snow. You know, it's something to do to break it up. Otherwise, it's just cold. You come home, if there's at least snow to snow blow around and ice take care of it. Gives you something to do, you know, kill some time. Otherwise, it really sucks hibernating all winter. Ashton, how are you doing, man? Hope your day is going good. Yeah, wet winter. Oh God, so wet. I admit, I do like snow blowing because I can take my snowblower and I can blow snow all the way across the street. So it's kind of fun. Jimmy, how are you doing? How's everything going with you? Any luck getting rid of that STI? I'm ready to get the plow on the four-wheeler and go do some donuts down the street. Donuts are definitely a lot of fun to do, man. Definitely a lot of fun to do. Have you been going live, Jimmy? I haven't caught one of your lives in a while. I don't know if I'm just missing them or not being notified. Not really trying to sell at the moment. Yeah, every day at 8. I'm missing them. I'll have to actually go in and seek it out. I don't get shit for notifications for anybody. The only way I ever get notified for anything is to go in my subscriptions and go through each channel. And when I go on each channel, it'll tell me if there's a new video. But like, you know, we're used to get random notifications. They don't show anything for anybody. Yeah, I don't understand YouTube's deal, man. You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that, you know, they give you strikes for any number of reasons. You know, hate speech, racist stuff, which stuff's not, or political things, or anything that they give people strikes for, they do, and yet they censor positive content all the time. I don't understand that. Yep, you got me, Richard. They're all fake. Every one of them. They're all water guns. Because water guns make you wet. But Richard, if you want to see some really cool fake guns, we have a video we did, I don't know, 2 days ago, where we're shooting fake guns with fake tracers. It's pretty cool special effects. Might want to check that out. Yeah, I'm not saying they're not. I mean, they're 100% fake. Carjackers, box toys, absolutely. Full Star Wars. We're actually, that was testing for an upcoming video we're going to do. We have a second Atrius coming. I have 2 Beta C-Makes, 100 round drums. We have 2 drones coming. And we're going to do a similar video to that times 2, but we're going to back the distance up. We were at 400 yards. We're going to back it up to 500 yards, and then run two full C-Mags, nothing but tracers. So it should look pretty good if everything comes together. So, can you name all those Glocks for Glocktober? Yeah, there's not a lot of Glocks out. So that's, hold on, we'll get the flash laser back on. So, turning my button the wrong way. No, FUBAR, you don't get the laser. That's a Gen 4 frame with a Stifler manufacturing slide on it. That's a Glock 44. That's just a Glock 17. Them are the only, and then that's a Gen 3 Glock 17. That there's a Glock clone. It's a Shadow Systems MR920P. Them are the only Glocks we got out there. Why are you trying to trick people with these fake guns? Because it makes me excited. It gets me wet. I love feeling like I'm one upping somebody. Oh, dreams. That's easy. Glock, 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 Glock. Yeah. You know, I don't have anything against Glocks. I own quite a few of them, but it's a good service gun. It's a utility gun. What's the cheapest gun up there? Probably, if I can do this without the dog, probably that Ruger FUBAR. Probably that Ruger Mark. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. Probably that Glock 44. That would be the cheapest one. Cause that Lipsy Special, I think that was like $7. Yeah, that Glock 44. That's a 22 long rifle. I want to say them were like $350, $400 cheeseburgers, somewhere in there. I don't know what they go for now, but I think that's somewhere around what I paid for it. I like the Shadow Systems. That's actually a nice shooting gun. We hit the 10,000 mark with it this year. So we got it. My daughter got it in the spring, and we finished it up the other day. We have 10,000 rounds through that gun this year. So it's not a crazy amount, but 10,000 rounds is a lot. I like the title, Budget Guns Live, and 5K between the... Yeah, I hear you. I want the Glock 43X. There you go. If you get the Glock 43X, you definitely have to get the Radium Ramjet for it. That's a pretty impressive combination, I'm not going to lie. We have 2 Glock 43Xs, and one of the 2 I definitely want to build out. I just haven't added that yet. What did you say, FUBAR? Yeah, I said FUBAR. That's his name. I named him FUBAR. I reset my wall for tonight. Tossed Luke 20K up. There you go. We'll I'll check that out. You said 8 o'clock your time, right? So that would be 7 o'clock Central Time. I think that's the difference. East Coast, West Coast time. It's 1 hour. Yeah, Fubar is a good name. He's got a thing for the laser, so when he sees it, he thinks he's gonna play with it. And being I was using it to shine on the table, he was gonna attack it. Most expensive dog toy I have is that M6 laser flashlight combo. I want the budget CZ Tactical Sport Orange too. I hear you. I mean, really, you should buy 2 of them. They're cheap. It's entry level CZ stuff. Gavin, how are you doing? If you guys haven't, be sure to put a like on the video, double tap the screen for me, consider subscribing to the channel, check out some of the content, all the good things that go with it. You know, it's funny because the dog plays with that laser so much with me that if you click a pen in the house, he thinks it's the laser toy, so you'll start looking for it. Yo, you got a 500 Magnum? No, I'm poor. I can't afford a 500. Glocks are utilitarian, so eye of the beholder. You're not buying a Glock to flex on the hood. A Glock's a great service firearm. They do a lot of things okay. You know, you can use them for competition. You can use them for carry. You can use them for service. You can use them for home defense. You can use them for target shooting. They do everything okay. You know, they're not pretty. They're not flashy. But they work most of the time. Do you have any kind of Magnum? In pistol, I have 44 Magnum. The 50 Action Express isn't considered a Magnum cartridge. So, can't afford, yeah. CZs are pretty guns, man. They're classy, so they do everything a Glock will do. They just do it a little bit flashier. A factory CZ compared to a factory Glock, there's night and day difference in accuracy between the firearms. A Glock is accurate enough, you know. But you know, a CZ, they're competition guns, most of them, and they're accurate. You know, it's kind of impressive to pick up different platforms, and I mean, everybody's different. What I pick up and I can shoot really well, then I pick something else up and you look at the accuracy of it, it's disappointing. Justin, I am not going to change anything on the table right now. If you would like to, the last live I had a 357 Magnums out. I think in the last live I had the Desert Eagle out too. So, do Glock 26s jam a lot? Not at all. With anything, you know, you use good quality ammunition, proper grip on the firearm. But I carry a Glock 26 every day. I absolutely have no reservations about that at all. It's a good utilitarian firearm that I trust my life on, and I trust my family's life on it. So it's, you know, but some people, you know, if you don't have a proper grip, especially on a subcompact firearm, if you're limp wrist them, you'll definitely get a lot of malfunctions, failure to extract, failure to feed, double feed, that type of stuff. But why people say they jam because they can't grip? Yeah, that would be my guess. Do I own any 2011s? I do not own any 2011s. Dyeing your magnums are nice. How much? How much for what? Which gun, I guess. Depends what one you want. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to sell a CZ Checkmate to buy a Staccato XC. I'm not really into entry-level guns, and Staccatos are their entry-level. Just because a gun has a high price tag, it doesn't mean it's better or good. So, and the snub nose. I assume you're looking at stuff that was on the table the other day. No, CZ is kind of a niche market. So, outside of the competition world, most people don't go to CZs. But if you shoot competitive, you want a good service gun that's accurate, or a very nice competition gun, you go to CZ. So, you know, they have cheaper models and entry level models and everything else, but most of the CZ's nice handguns, they're for competition use. So most people, you know, they consider, you know, $400, $500, $600 gun expensive. You know, the CZ in the top left corner was $2,200. So I like hammer fired guns. I personally like accurate firearms. Glocks are a good service gun, but they're not super accurate. For one of the games we play, it's called IDPA. It's International Defensive Pistol Association. Glocks work great in that game because none of the targets are out real far, 25 yards maximum. And they're silhouette size, body size targets. So Glocks work great for that game. But not so much for some of the other stuff. Yeah, the purple one is a 22. That's just a Ruger Mark IV 2245 Light. It was a Lipsy special. Please don't tell me you gang your guns. I don't hang any guns on the wall. That's why they're on a table, and that's why they're on the entertainment stand. I do not hang guns on the wall. That's not what I do. Although if you want to do stuff on YouTube, that's kind of one of the things people like to see. I think the reason, and Jimmy, you can stop me if I'm wrong, but I think the reason a lot of people hang guns on the wall for YouTube is because then your face can be in the video, so people can ask you about the guns, and then have the conversation. I think that just doing a table like this, you know, people want to see who they're talking to. So, but me personally, I don't hang guns on a wall. My stuff either sits in a safe or pretty much in a safe. I don't leave too many things out very often. Unless it doesn't fit in the safe, then it has to stay out. But that does help, right? Right, Jimmy? Being able to see your face in the live. I think it probably helps quite a bit. There's some people that can ask you about the questions. And I think you get probably the trolls too that want to see your facial reaction when they say stupid shit. Yeah. We've talked about it, like my kid and I don't know. We might consider doing it at some point. I don't know. It's not anything I would leave out. We looked at the hold-up display, and no offense for what the hold-up displays cost, I'll buy another gun or ammunition or optics or something. Um, we looked at the, is it savory, something like that. It's a little cheaper way of hanging them up, but I think too, it'd probably be times where I'd be lazy and I would just leave things hanging up, and I don't want to do that. For the live is one thing, but I hate it when dudes do that. It's so stupid and such a tool move. If I didn't have a safe to keep them in, hiding best you can. Yeah, I have safes. You know, I have 4 safes and a small vault, and weren't none of them built to keep guns away from my kids. But I go even as far as like magazines and stuff we keep in a safe. Only because, I mean, a firearm is one thing, but you start giving people ammunition and magazines, that's a whole nother thing. And in small quantities, a couple magazines getting stolen aren't a big deal. But I have a lot of money wrapped up in magazines, so that's something I would want to have to start over with. So we try real hard to keep everything secure. That's just being a responsible gun owner, you know. J-Dog, Big Pimpin', how are you doing? I just saw one of your shorts. You have a lot of guns. Yeah, I have a few, absolutely. I appreciate you checking out the short. No one sees my personal collection. The only guns I display are channel acquisitions. Yeah, I have slowly showed things. I don't show any NFA items on my channel at all. Nothing we have that's FA. We don't show any cans, none of that. My original channel I had for years, and we broke 100,000 on it, and I lost the channel when YouTube started doing their shit about full auto and suppressors and all that. My channel was one of them that got whacked. So we restarted this channel after that, and we don't show a lot. As the channel grows, we slowly bring other things out, but we're doing it slowly. Most of what we do show is stuff that we actually use all the time. Handguns are easy to display, so I mean, I think I've shown most of my handguns on the channel. You know, it's hard to put a bunch of rifles out on a small table, right? When we've done lives with that, it didn't draw anybody in to check it out. 4 safes is wild, LOL. Yeah, I'm still trying to catch up. I need another safe. I could actually use probably 2 more. But that's the thing, man. As you have things, some people, they buy guns, and when it comes time to getting a new one, they get rid of something they don't use. I always figure if I bought it, I paid cash for it, why would I get rid of it, you know? I may not shoot it for a year, 2 years, sometimes even longer, but I always circle back to things and play with them. You know, it's times, like now we're in the fall of the year where we go out and we just have fun with some of the stuff. Same within the spring, you know, when we get, after a long winter, we go out with things that we haven't got to play with in a while. We just have some fun days. Once we get into, you know, late spring and summer, we're busy shooting matches, so 90% of our shooting is all with our main guns. But it's fun to have things, and it's fun to go back and circle back and play with some of that stuff that you haven't shot in a year, 2 years, 3 years. Or you go out with new people and you let them try some of that stuff, and it's fun, you know. I'm not a big one for selling guns. If I buy something and I get rid of it, it's generally because either it doesn't work and I can't make it work, or it's inaccurate, and the cost to make it accurate far exceeds the cost of the firearm. Like last one I got rid of was a sent me rifle. It was just, the barrel was shit, so I got rid of it. You know, I had it for about a month. I played with some different ammunition. It didn't shoot and it wasn't gonna shoot. We're talking like feet at 100 yards. So I like firearms. I like collecting them, but they gotta shoot. So I shoot guns. You too, man. You stay safe. Stay strapped. So John Wakes, you still here, bud? If you are, thoughts on SIG? SIG makes good rifles, and most of their handguns are okay. None of their pistols ever. I never really saw anything that I wanted from them that like was worth jumping to another platform. All right, Jimmy, I'll catch you a couple hours here when you go live. I think you guys are an hour ahead of us. So if you go live at 8, I think it would be 7 o'clock our time. It's 5:20 right now here. So tell me if that's right. If you're an hour ahead of us. I have sold one gun. I wish I'd back. Fun little 410. Yeah. So I don't know. Cool. Yep. 7 new time. Cool. I'll see you in a little while. John, are you gonna kill a live today yet? You gonna get one in? So I'm gonna end this in about 5 minutes. That's about an hour. It's about an hour then. Kind of seems like that's the sweet spot with where my views go at with these channels is about an hour, and then it doesn't pay to be on much longer. So yeah, Joe, I don't know, most of the stuff that I've sold over the years, I probably made money on it when I sold it, but then when I went to replace it because I regretted selling it, I lost money. So it doesn't make sense. 2 hours. 5:30, 6:37. All right, John. I'm gonna hit Jimny's live for a little bit. I'll jump over by you too. I haven't caught any of Jimny's lives in quite a while. I bet you it's been 2 months, maybe even more. Not on purpose. I don't know. I don't know. His stuff never comes across my feed. So that's kind of gay. All right. Like I said, Joe, let me know when you're going to do it. Shoot me a message or something. I got to get you my number. We'll figure that out at some point. If you have Instagram, Joe, if not, consider setting up an Instagram account and you can private message me on Instagram. I have the same channel name there that I do here, FE Ordnance. But sign up for Instagram, send me a private message, and I'll shoot you my number. There you go. Yeah, FE Ordnance. I'll probably be going live later, but no rush for me. The giveaway will be like after 30 likes. Well, I'm gonna watch. I'll come in about 29 likes. So I'm kidding. But I'll try to make sure I get to yours too. So figure out supper here in a couple minutes and all that. So because everybody else is going live later and I want to eat supper, I am going to talk to all you later. I will look it up tonight. Yeah, all right, Joe. I'll talk to all you guys another time. You have a good night, what's left of it, and I'll probably see you in one of your other guys' lives. So